Hello, hello, hello. We may end up starting early. Let's be honest. It's Endwalker Day, which means I've got some stuff I gotta do. We're not gonna be playing super long today. We're probably gonna be playing more tomorrow. Just because I have a shit ton of things I need to do today. One of those being book club later tonight. One of the other ones being homework. One of the other ones being laundry. One of the other ones being a bunch of other shit. It's a busy day. So, we are probably going to be calling it early, which is fine. But we are at the very least going to do the starting quests for both new classes, because I want to show those off. Because I am not confident in my tanking skills to play, you know, the actual game. You know what I mean, though, right? You know what I mean. In fact, let's start early. Fuck it. I was initially gonna wait until time, but we might as well get started now, cause no other reason not to. Blah, 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 blah. Let's turn this off. We're just gonna switch over the stream. I haven't turned on my light. So, Reaper is in Ul'dah, and Sage is in Limsa. So we're just going to knock these out really quick, shall we? The flustered attendant is in urgent need of someone with a knack for chasing off ruffians. You there! You're the fighting sort, right? And by the looks of it, one of no mean skill. My employer is in desperate need of a woman of your talents, you see. He's been beset by threats from an unsavory group of thugs known as the Lemures. Their leader demands my master part with some of his considerable wealth, or, well, I'll just tell you, they call her the Reaper, and leave the rest to your imagination. We don't intend to acquiesce to this churlish demands without a fight, and a stout arm by our side would go far to ensure our survival. Your arm, perhaps? In case the opportunity to perform a good deed isn't enticement enough, please be reminded that my master possesses considerable wealth. If you would aid us, come with haste to the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, where we make our stand against these brutes. Ooh. Very pretty. The Sapphire Exchange is over here. So this is day one of Endwalker. I am starting much later in the day, just because shit, life, you know what I'm talking about. Here we go. I know why you're here, and if you mean to lay a finger on my coin purse, you'll have to pry it from my cold, lifeless... Master Gigolo, she's a friend. This adventurer has agreed to help. We'll show the Reaper what her empty intimidations are worth. I see. My apologies, madam. Tensions have been high as of late, as I'm sure you can understand. For reasons that elude me, these Lemures have made my life a waking nightmare. Sight unseen, they have demanded I begin paying them for the luxury of my own life. Rumors abound of their origins. Some say they are detritus of some stupid barbaric nation. They flaunt our laws and threaten their betters with impunity. They're led by a dead-eyed killer who draws her scythe at the smallest slight. Refuse their payments of coin and she takes her share of your lifeblood instead. Rubbish, I say. The Reaper is naught but a toothless bandit. Interesting theory you have there. Care to test it? You're the Reaper. Oh, you're a perceptive one, ain't ya? Suppose that's how you came to be in possession of so many shiny things. And what do we have here? Hiring more help while our ledgers remain unbalanced? You wouldn't be trying to wiggle your way out of paying us for a job well done, would you? Ow. My, how do you keep the lies straight? You didn't tell your hired muscle here what great friends we were? So great, in fact, that you trusted none other than me and mine to put the scare into your competition. A job we were happy to do. You can't find your fortune in this fair city without stepping over a few bodies on the way, after all. But as flexible as our morals are, I'm afraid without the coin to bend them, we only have one recourse. Unless... One does wonder how you found yourself with a bodyguard of such uncommon metal. Aye, not an ounce of fear in that case, and not a mote of puffed-up arrogance either. This lass, my dear Gigio, is the genuine article. She has what we in the mercenary trade call the killer instinct. How's this? For the sake of our long-standing friendship, I'll make it simple. Allow me to take this adventurer off your hands, and the debt is forgiven. What? That's all? I believe this is what them in your trade call a bargain. As for you, adventurer, seems you've been made a free agent. But if you're still inclined to put those instincts of yours to use, come and visit our headquarters in Pearl Lane. The door's open. Okay. Ow. Oh, pardon me. Good lord. The boss told me you'd be along. Coming in? Yeah, sure. Voiced? Probably not. Probably none of these are voiced. Boss? Boss. The guest of honor's arrived. The savior Alamigo and Doman deigns to appear before me. Aye, I've heard all about you. It's hard not to in this line of work. The stories paint you as a ferocity incarnate, force of nature few have ever survived. Peace, friend. I've no desire to put the killer to that proof personally. I don't have a death wish. I'm switching her voice. You could call me Drusilla. I'm a Reaper, one of many, and the leader of this little family here. As to why I invited you into our home, there's a job I'd like you to take care of for me. Her voice has switched like 7 times already. Let's cement something. Depends on the job. Now, don't you worry with that virtuous little heart of yours, eh? I wouldn't ask you to do so much as bend the law. This job is purely for the benefit of your fellow man. All you have to do is kill one for me. Then, perhaps kill ain't the right word, seeing as he's already dead. Don't look so surprised. I know you've seen the dead walk. This time you'd be up against a void scent, come here to unleash its singular brand of wickedness upon the world. It won't be an easy task. The evil driving this monster is black as the void and near as deep. Countless souls have succumbed to its hunger. Worthy prey for one inclined to heroics, don't you think? You can't face it as you are, though. Storied as your strength may be. I'll need you to train in techniques. Techniques that'll let you pierce the void and slaughter its kin. Keep talking. She's Garlean. Yep. Don't see many Garleans in Uldar, do you? Let alone ones as savage as this. Save your startled gasps. I'm not out of surprises yet. Hold your hand out to the crystal here. If you're made of stuff I think you are, then you're in for a treat. I cannot decide on a voice for this lady. That's it. I knew you had what it takes. This'd be an avatar, a manifestation of your essence and the Stygian power of the void scent on the other side. A void sense to which, if you so choose, you will bind to yourself. You'll gain skills unlike anything you've ever known. Skills that have allowed people like me to operate in the shadows and kill those that need killing since time immemorial. And your first assignment, should you walk this path, is to use the power of one void scent against another for the betterment of the realm. Your reward will be the wisdom of countless generations of Garlean assassins. But if siding with my kind makes your stomach churn... Jesus Christ. Jesus, she talks real fast. And if you've any concern for the sanctity of your soul, then take your virtue and piss off! However, if you've none of the aforementioned objections, and you don't mind walking the knife's edge twixt life and death, then you'll have the tools to see your justice done, and done right. Every time. This is the choice you must make, and soon. Every moment our quarry stalks the land is another opportunity for it to do harm. I mean, the answer is yes, right? I want a new class. I take it you've come to a decision. Am I right? There'll be no turning away once you've chosen, mind you. You'll dance with death and return as its envoy, or you won't return at all. So, what'll it be? Very good. Then let's not waste time. Take up this crystal and attest to both worlds that you would walk as a Reaper. Bind yourself to the void and claim the strength that the weak of heart shun. Through the avatar at your side does the void scent bring its power to bear, feeding upon the souls of the fiends you cut down in return. Not a bad arrangement, eh? But I'm sure you tire of words. Here, your traditional weapon of our order. Let's see how it looks strapped to your back. Do I even have enough room? Nice. Do I even have enough room in my inventory for stuff? Oh, they removed belts. That's why that looked so weird to me. Okay. My inventory increased, did it? Oh, nope. My weapon inventory definitely increased. Neato burrito. I already have a Rama card. I already have both of those. I'm gonna have to sell those. Righty. So let's. We're gonna be naked probably for a second. Insufficient armory chest space. What do you mean? There's insufficient armory chest space. Oh, is it because of these? Yup. Hold on a moment. We got plenty of room for rings. Alright, now we should be able to. There's that, and then we're gonna go recommended gear. Alright, that's a pretty hot outfit. Gear set list. And we're going to add Reaper. And let's move this set up. Move up. Move up. Move up. Move up. Move up. Move up. There we go. So now it's with the rest of the melee. Alright. Soul Gauge. Can be filled via the execution of certain weapon skills or by defeating enemies inflicted with Death's Design. With sufficient souls stored in the gauge, you can execute actions such as Bloodstalk, Grim Scythe, acquired at level 55, or Gluttony, acquired at level 76. Wait, where do I start then? What level do I start at? Oh, 70. You can view the job gauge description at any time in the Actions and Traits menu. Alright, so we have... We're going to need to move that. Leg sweep, bloodbath. Remove these three. Hell's Egress, Feint, Sweeping Scythe. Unnearby enemies. Infernal Slice, which is after Waxing Slice, so we need to move you over there. To all nearby enemies, this comes after Spinning Scythe, so let's move you, and we're gonna put you here, and you here. Bloodstalk. I'm going to move... Alright, so let's see. Hell's Egress and Hell's Ingress. Horror of Death. Afflicts target with Death Design, increasing damage.
Extends duration of Death's design. Increases soul gauge by 10. We're gonna move to arm's length for now. Soul slice. Okay, so all right. Hold on. So this is single target, which means it goes there. This is multiple targets, which means it goes there. $300 afflicts death design. So that's 1. To all nearby enemies. So this is single target, multiple targets. I have a very specific way I set up my hotbars, which is a little weird, but you know. True North. Gibbet delivers an attack. Grants enhanced gallows. Can only be executed when under the effect of Soul Reaver. So where's Soul Reaver? Bloodstock grants Soul Reaver. So we want this guy like there. This also grants Soul Reaver. But this is the AoE version, so we'll move this. So, single target, AoE. Harp. Okay. I move that. And then we're gonna put harp here. Well, actually, we're gonna move these over here. Ooh, gotta change the heads-up display. Same. Alright, so we have 1.
how do you find the weight of the scythe in your hands? Pleasing, I hope. Now that we have a bit more in common, it's time we became better acquainted. What's the name of our newest reaper? Going with something like that, I guess. Umbra. Doesn't quite roll off the tongue, but so it is with Eorzean names. With every new one I learn, one more is forgotten. Yours can replace Gigilio. After our little conversation, I think he'll give us a wide berth. Any road, we've more worthwhile concerns than shifty merchants, namely getting you conversed well and proper with the tricks of our trade. And the best way to do that is through battle. One of the families having trouble with a particularly vexing fiend, and has sent word asking for assistance. He goes by the name of Argenis. He's stationed out near Cutter's Cry. Not much of a fighter, but he's got a keen mind for trade and can find a needle in a stack of needles if need be. We'd best hurry before he ends up at the bottom of some monster's gullet. Ow. So we're gonna probably just do one mission from each, just to kind of feel them out. Holy shit. Excuse me. I should probably get a set list. Oh, it's already saved. Never mind. Argenis at Cutter's Cry. Alright, so we're just heading straight out. I'm gonna take my time. I'm in no rush. I know a lot of people are like, I want to finish Endwalker in like a weekend, and I'm like, I don't really care. Besides, you gotta have some fun with it. Alright. Now, do I intend for either of these to be my main? Hell no. At least not for a while. So many people are going to be playing them that there's no reason for me to. My mains are still gonna be Black Knight and, Black Mage and Dark Knight for a while. Boss, who's this? You sure we should be getting an outsider involved? Thank you for your discretion, Argenis, but it ain't needed. She has a personal contract with me, so consider her a mercenary in service to the family. Whatever you say in front of me, you can say in front of her. By your will, boss. The Chimera's been making these sands a living hell for anyone who dares to wander into its territory. Which would be us, since our trade route cuts right through it. The men I've hired to carry my goods are scared to death, and I can't blame them. None of us are fit for monster hunting, so I sent for you. We'll see what we can do, Argenis. Might want to find a rock to hide behind, though. Chimeras ain't known for being the most discriminating of beasts. I can't even see her. But that's fine. Time to put your new skills to good use, Umbra. Detailed descriptions, which you can view, blah, blah. Alright. Ready, are we? I kind of already reorganized things the way I want. Of course. Let's get on with the hunt, eh? We'll need to draw out the Chimera with Myrmidon meat. Now, to accustom yourself to the Reaper tools, harvest the souls of the fallen to call forth your avatar. Soul gauge will fill when performing combos starting with Slice or when using skills such as Soul Slice. The best Reapers fight in tandem with their avatars. Let's see how you do. Alright, well, blah, blah, blah.
Okay. I like that they give you this little, like, area to learn. Okay. Now, I'll admit, I really have not played melee DPS at all, so I'm not super familiar. Whoops. Alright. Alright, so if I accidentally do what I am currently doing, which is making myself look like a fool, use Gibbet, use Gallows, use blah, blah, blah. Got it. Alright, so boop, and then we'll go boop, and boop, and boop. There we go. Wasn't actually looking at what I'm supposed to do. Alright, so now we're fighting the Chimera. So this deals damage from the flank, this deals damage from the back. Okay. Interesting. Okay, this is definitely gonna take some getting used to. I'm not used to melee DPS. Neat, though.
Bloody impressive work, that. Bloody impressive work, that. I knew there was something about you. But truth be told, I didn't expect you to make such clean work of that chimera. I reckon even I might be hard-pressed to match that display. You know talent when you see it, boss. And with that, the cerulean will flow once more. Among his many roles, Onneges is a merchant of sorts. He sells ceruleum at a price that'd make those gill pinchers at Amagina and Sons balk, but still turns a pretty profit. We can barely keep up with demand, despite the occasional beast or two butting into our affairs. All thanks to you, boss, and our countrymen up north, of course. Here's to getting back to business as usual. Yeah, I'm gonna have to build up muscle memory for this one. Ceruleum ain't easy to come by, as you well know. Amagina and Sons protects their monopoly with a gilded fist. They've yet to force the Imperial stragglers up north out of the market. Now, before you go running off to the flames, let me assure you that this arrangement is entirely above board. Selling goods to Imperials is forbidden by law. There's nary a word writ about buying from them. I know you Eorzeans like Garleans by all sorts of colourful names. Bastards, tyrants, invaders. And I've got all those, and worse. But while many a foul deed has been committed for the glory of the Empire, we ain't megalomaniacs to a man. Even amongst the purebloods, those that don't serve always do so by choice. Could be argued we're all casualties of a great machina Zampanition. No small number of the Empire's troops would return home in a heartbeat if they could. But the world being what it is, most settle for sending their family what few coins they can afford to part with. Most Eorzeans wouldn't suffer a whit of colour to complicate their black and white view. But, if you're going to fight with us, you should learn the truth of our past. Long ago, long before the Empire, our forebears lived in Locus Ominous, down in southern Ilsabard. With temperate climates and fertile earth the land provided. Many of us were but simple farmers, harvesting abundant crops with the self-same size the reapers would eventually wield. But gifts are ever the object of envy. When not tilling the fields, our ancestors were forced to defend them. Every year they yielded a few more ilms, and some 800 years ago now, they were driven from Locus Ominous completely. They fled north to the frozen region that would become Garlemald. Even there, they fought tooth and nail for the scant resources of the frigid land. From the fires of hardship were the first Magitech devices forged. With innovation upon innovation, that humble group of farmers grew into an insatiable empire. But before that miraculous twist of faith, we were a dying breed, bereft not only of magic, but of hope itself. With no natural advantages to speak of, our mere survival was in question. From harsh necessity were the reapers born. We turned our tools to weapons and struck a bargain with the whispers in the dark. With the Void's power, we could strike at an enemy's beaten heart, slay their generals, and throw the rank and file into disarray. Our way is to end battles before the sparks catch, to sacrifice the one for the many, to keep avaricious hands away from family, friends, and lovers. And now, this power belongs to you. Remember our story. Remember what drives a woman to turn to the void. And you'll not be led into deeper temptations. Our work here is done. I'll see you back at headquarters. Okay, now we gotta do the poses though.
Her voice changed like 17 times. Alrighty. Before we continue, we gotta take a look at the poses. So, there's the battle stance. There's the, like, pose. Here's battle stance. Alright. Do I have a hat? It's an eye patch. Nice. I'm gonna leave that on. And then we've got the victory stance. Nice. Let's just update that gear list. That way we don't have to worry about it. Now, here's kind of my thing. I don't mind melee DPS, but it is not something I'm great at. So this is not going to be one I level anytime soon, probably. I won't lie. It's cool as shit. But it's, I specialize in tanking and long-range DPS. Specifically Black Mage. Just because there aren't, like, I'm not good at a ton of button inputs, which is why I've never tried Monk or Dragoon or Ninja, any of the melee DPS. They're kind of scary to me. Same with, heck, even, like, some of the range DPS. I'm like, ah, that's a lot. But I do want to try them. Because I really only played the classes that, like, looked interesting to me. And I do want to try all of them eventually. Let me in, please. For your first outing, you did good. I think you've earned the right to know just who this lot you've thrown yourself in with is. You might have gathered this yourself, but the Lemurs were founded to support these Garleans who live in exile. Tain't easy to be far from home, let alone in a place where you would sooner where most would sooner gut you than offer a helping hand. Half the only place you make a living is in the shadowy corners that lie outside the watchful gaze of the law. Now, I don't expect you to embrace us like brothers and sisters straight away. But know this, I do expect you to apply yourself to this job. In the meantime, I'll be working with the family to ascertain the whereabouts of our prey. I expect that scythe to be like an extension of your own body when next we speak. Alright. Cool. I don't love it yet. I mean, I'm sure I would if I were any good at the melee DPS, but I'm not. So, I will probably be ironing out the kinks of that one later. Let's go over to duty. And, like, legit, I don't have a ton of time today, so I'm going to be playing only long enough to get to do these, like, first two jobs for these two classes, and then I'm probably gonna move on. This is gonna be a very short stream today. Probably gonna be doing more later. Charlian Maiden. Hello, madam. Limsa Leminsa, former disreputable haven for pirates. Now one of the realm's finest city-states, boasting a peerless shipping industry and an enviable culinary culture. Oh, how it bustles. The tomes did not lie. Hello, madam. Well, she's a pally. Well, here I am, mother. Far away Eorzea.
I will complete this mission, just you watch. In your noble name and as first of my class, I will succeed. And afterwards, perhaps I shall invite our esteemed alumna Alice for tea at Bismarck. I'll be the envy of everyone. What? My apologies, good madam. I failed to notice you. I am, Lala Ginger, a native of Shalian. By your appearance, I assume you are an adventurer. Are you perhaps well-travelled in Eorzea? So you are. How very fortuitous. And Umbra is your name, you say? I'd swear I'd heard that somewhere before. In any event, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. As for myself, I am an operative on a mission from the Forum, our nation's governing body. This being my first time in Eorzea, I studied as best as I could in preparation, but there's no substitute for local knowledge. Thus did I intend to hire an adventurer like yourself to serve as my escort. The mission in pursuit is the pursuit and capture of fugitives, and thus it will entail some danger, but you appear to be no stranger to such. Might you be willing to assist me in this endeavor? Wonderful! While I have some skill with the blade and can fend for myself, I shall be full glad of your capable company. Now then, ere I divulge the particulars of my mission, we should head somewhere more private, perhaps outside the city by the Zephyr Gate?
Okay. Sounds like... Alright, hold on. I'll be right back. Sounds like my laundry... the wash is done, so I'm gonna move them over. Give me one more sec. I'm gonna go get a drink. Alrighty. Ow. I didn't mean to kick my chair. Alright. The Zephyr Gate. Oh my gosh, so. Easiest way to get out is to just do it, I guess. Why was my phone lit up? Nothing. Alright. So we need to go straight this way. I think. It's been so long since I've gone this way out of Limsa that I actually don't remember anymore. Now, here's a true fact. I have not played a single healer class. So this is going to be real bad.
Forgive me if I seem overly cautious, but this mission is highly confidential. Were the wrong people to learn of it, my superiors would give me an earful. But I believe we may speak freely here, so permit me to brief you on the details. As I mentioned, I'm on the trail of fugitives, criminals who fled Charlian and came to these shores. Extremely dangerous individuals who have enhanced themselves via forbidden means which have rendered them of unsound mind. While in a state of delirium, one of their compatriots even committed murder. He died thereafter due to side effects of his enhancement, but 3 others remain at large and pose a threat to innocence. Their leader, a Vieira male, is also alleged to have stolen valuable technological secrets. By way of reference material, I've brought this soul crystal. Ow! It's hot! It's hot! What in the world? I've never known a soul crystal to give off such heat before.
And it's because I'm here.
Whew! It's finally cooled down. But what could have triggered that intense reaction? Not even at the studium did I ever witness such a thing, but maybe it was you. The technological secrets which were stolen were contained in a similar crystal. This particular sample has been loaned to me by a healing institute in Charlian. Tell me, Umbra, in the course of your adventures, have you ever fervently wished to save someone, but failed to do so despite your best efforts and afterwards cursed your own powerlessness? Forgive me if my question was indelicate, but there can be no doubt the soul crystal resonated with that desire within you. When I received the crystal, I was told that should it respond in this manner to my Eosian collaborator, I should entrust it to them, for the knowledge it imparts, the knowledge of Summoneutics, would surely avail me in my mission. Developed at the studium, Summoneutics is a discipline which combines the wisdom of medicine, etherology, and sorcery, and those who have mastered it are called sages. Through medicine, a sage grasps the workings of the flesh. Through etherology, she unlocks the secrets of the soul, and through sorcery, she learns to manipulate the two. Thus trained, a sage has the ability to both strengthen and heal. Yet, by the same token, she is also capable of the opposite, of causing harm. Not just anyone can take up the sage's art. No one must be prepared to hold the lives of others in one's hand. Are you willing to bear such a burden, Umbra? If you are, and would swear to use the art for good, then I shall entrust this soul crystal to you.
Yes, please.
So, have you come to a decision? Then I will bear witness to your pledge. Do you swear to use the sage's art for good and to wield its power to the best of your judgment and ability? Excellent! Chosen as you are by the crystal, I had faith you would rise to the occasion. When those around you cry out for succor, the crystal shall be your ally, for it bears the wisdom of sages past and their hopes for the future. By hearkening to their whispers and following in their footsteps, you will come to embody those hopes, to save and change countless lives. Lest you worry how you will learn the art, I can provide guidance to an extent in any case. During my time at the studium, I had occasion to study some hermeneutics, you see. While I was gifted in spellcraft and came to favor steel, I remember the lessons and will share what I know. Together with the soul crystal, I shall provide you with a set of sage's garments.
Alright.
So, go on, take up your crystal and don your attire. We shall begin your training.
Alright. Do I even have room? I have room there. I have room there. I have room there. Alright. And then we'll do this. Oh. Hold on. I should probably open this first, huh? Bookworm's attire. Okay, I do love that. I do love that. Alright, so now let's switch. Insufficient armory chest space. Okay, hold on. We've got enough there. We don't have enough here. Okay. Discard that. That's good. Level 70. Let's sort. Nameless to Co. We don't need those. Discard. Sort. Discard. Okay. And those are okay. So let's. Alright. So let's try that again. And then recommended gear. Alright. Cute. Cute. Update gear set. Actually, no, don't do that one. Gear set list. Sage, and we're going to go move up. Move up. Move up. And that's where you're going to live. Exit out. The Adderskull gauge indicates accumulated stacks of Adderskull, which are restored automatically over time. Adderskull can be consumed to execute actions such as Druokol and Caracol. The gauge builds stacks of Adder Sting when the barrier affects Eucrasia diagnosis is completely absorbed. Adder Sting stacks can be used to execute actions such as Toxicon and Toxicon 2. Eucrasia, which is that little symbol, when active, can be used to enhance the effects of dosis, diagnosis, and prognosis. Alright. Alrighty. Let's actually just discard that. And now we're going to have to play. Okay, so... Oh, good God. Prognosis restores own HP and HP of all nearby party members. So we have Dosis, Diagnosis, and Prognosis up there. Just so I can keep them straight. Let's remove you from the bar, you from the bar, you from the bar, and you from the bar. Swift cast, we want down there. Agira resurrects target to a weakened state. We're going to put that down there. Repose, we're going to move over here for now. Cardia, grants self the effect of Cardia, and selected party member or self the effect of Cardion, restoring HP after casting Search and Magic's attacks. And that's important because it combos with Dosis, so we're going to make that number 4. Asuna, we're going to move over here for now. Physis gradually restores own HP and the HP of all nearby party members. This is the AOE heal. This increases Cardion, so we'll put that there. Lucid Dreaming will move over here for now. Phlegma deals unaspected damage to a target and all enemies nearby it with a potency of 400 for the first enemy and 30% less for all remaining enemies. And restores HP. We'll put that at 6 because it deals with Cardia. Eucrasia augments certain offensive healing magical blah, 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 blah. So we'll put that there. Icarus, which is a movement ability, so we'll put that there. Druacol. Cure restores target HP. It's a big heal, but it costs an Adder's Gall. So we'll put that there. Surecast. That's important for later. Deals to all nearby enemies. This is my AoE burst. So we'll put that there. Increases... This increases the potency of my next healing. Restores own HP and the HP of nearby party members by removing Eucrasian Diagnosis and Eucrasian Prognosis effects granted to you. Okay, so this is like a big heal. This is a big heal after... So I use this, right? Where's Eucrasia? Okay, so I use this, and if I don't use, so if I go like this, that's going to do this, and I could use this, okay, that may take some time getting used to. Where's Caracol? Reduces damage taken to self and nearby party members by 10%. Okay, so we're going to move this, and we're going to put these up here. Toxicon deals unaspected damage to target and all enemies nearby it with a potency of 240 for the first enemy and 50% for all remaining enemies. So another AoE. We're going to keep that up there because it requires that. Yeah, it requires an Adder Sting, which you get for something breaking. So magical barrier on self. Damage equivalent to a heal of 300 potency. Grants 5 stacks of Hymention. When the barrier is completely absorbed, a stack of Hymention is consumed and a new barrier is applied. Okay, interesting. So this is a barrier to put on somebody. Ixochol restores own HP and HP of all nearby party members. Rescue. It's definitely gonna take some time to figure this out. But I do want to try it because this first mission is designed to teach you how to use it. So.
I see the crystal has imparted you its knowledge, as expected. Excellent! You are ready to embark on your training, and naturally it begins with the armaments, a set of short staves known as Noliths. Noliths trace their roots to the healers of Eld, who employed naturally occurring objects of power known as Adderstones. These stones, which harbor spiritual energy, were placed around the sick and the ailing to create an etheric conflux through which the healer channeled her magics. From this primitive design, Noliths gradually evolved into their present form. While their construction is far more sophisticated, the basic principle remains unchanged. In practice, the sage wields Noliths as an extension of her mind, sending them darting through the air to weave arcane patterns through which she unleashes advanced magics. If they sound difficult to wield, well, it is because they are. Even the Studium's most talented require years of training to become proficient. But you have an advantage that transcends talent. The crystal has chosen you. With its knowledge, the technique will come more naturally to you than others. Now, as much as I would like to have you try your hand with the Noliths at once, I have just received promising intelligence from Command. Apparently, our fugitives had taken themselves to Idleshire in the Dravanian hinterlands. Let us make our way there at once.
Okay. Other thing I gotta do. I gotta move my HUD around. Alright, there's that. Ah, man. No. And that will tell me when I have Eucrasia up. Which, for instance, now I do. Alright, so let's hop over to Idleshire. Yeah, I have no confidence. Oh, man. As a healer. The healers are so intimidating to me. I'm gonna try. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna try. But that doesn't mean jack shit at the end of the day. Alright, so let's see. Also, we're gonna take a look at the poses really quick. So we have weapon out. Change pose. Battle stance. And victory. Very cool. Alright.
So this is Idleshire. The tales do not do the place justice. Truly impressive what the goblins and their fellow scavengers have managed to build upon the ruins of our colony. To the task at hand. As I mentioned before, we have reason to believe that the fugitives have recently passed through this town, and may even still be here. For the sake of efficiency, I suggest we split up and search. I will see to the town south, and you could tend to the north.
Where is that one? Here we go. Okay, there's that one. This is definitely going to take some learning.
Help! Somebody please! Help! I need help!
Did you hear that? That man is in trouble.
Look at me when I'm talking to you.
Stop this at once!
A sage's barrier.
Loifa. Too many eyes and ears. We'd best leave. I don't know who you are, and I don't care. You're not getting my way again. You've been warned.
Wait!
I am actually not feeling sage. Like pretty much at all. At least for now. So here's what we're gonna do. If I want to do sage at some point, I will pick up a different healer to learn how healers work. For now, I don't know enough. And considering my main is Dark Knight and Black Mage, it makes sense to kind of like let bygones be bygones. So since I have so much shit I still have to do, I'm going to call it here. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I'm excited to see what happens next. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.